Okay, this is lesson 12.2. We're now going to factor trinomials. We're not going to do the greatest common factor, but we are going to do multiples again. Let's go ahead and do the warm-ups. Go ahead and pause the video. When you're done with the warm-ups, go ahead and play it. Okay, in order to find out what these two lines have in common, I'm going to have to isolate the y. So this is y equals 5x minus 4. This one is y equals 5x plus 12. My slopes are the same. When my slopes are the same, it's either coincide or parallel. In order for it to be coincide, it has to be the same line. Same slope, same y-intercept. That means this is parallel. Same thing here. Y equals 4x minus 3. Y equals 4x minus 3. So this one is C. This one will be A. They will coincide. Okay. Okay, now we're going to take these trinomials and we're going to turn them into two binomials that we multiply together. So, when we did this right here, x plus 3 times x minus 1, and we had to do the rainbows where we multiplied this out, and we ended up with x squared minus 1x plus 3x minus 3, and we got x squared plus 2x minus 3. Well, now we're taking the answer and we want to get this right here. Okay? So this is how we do this. The first thing we want to do, and I don't want to start with any of these. I do want to go over and start with one that's a little more difficult. Let's start with number 6. So the first thing we do is we write our two parentheses. We go like this and like this, because that's how our answer is going to have to be. And we have x squared. In order to get x squared, you have to go x times x. So this is our first step right here. Now, this is where it gets a little confusing. We have to multiply two numbers to get 12, but those two numbers have to add up to negative 8. Okay? So two numbers multiplied to give me 12, but add up to negative 8. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to list the multiples of 12. So here we have 12. What two numbers multiplied together can give me 12? Always start with 1. 1 times 12 gives me 12, right? However, I can also do negative 1 times negative 12 to get positive 12. So those are my multiples. Now we care about the plus sign in front of the 12. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to add these two. So when I come over here, I'm going to put the answer to my addition problem. So this is when I add them together. This is my answer. 12 plus 1 is 13. Negative 1 minus 12 is negative 13. Okay? Now, do we want the two numbers to add up to negative 13 or 13? No, we don't. We want them to add up to 8. So let's go on to 2. 2 times 6 equals positive 12, and negative 2 times negative 6 equals positive 12. Hopefully you can see the answer right now. So 2 plus 6 equals 8. However, negative 2 plus negative 6 equals negative 8. That's our answer. That's our answer. That's what we're doing. Okay, so then all I do now is I just put minus 2 minus 6. That is my answer. This right here is my answer, okay? Now, what if I put x minus 6 times x minus 2? That doesn't matter. I don't care where you put the negative 6 and negative 2. All right? So now, let's go back. Let's do a couple more. So here, I have positive 1. Now, I have my 1 is positive, but also my 2 is positive. So I'm not going to have any negatives. So I know 1 is 1 times 1. 1 plus 1 equals 2. This is my addition answer. So I know my answer is going to be 1 and 1. So I have x plus 1, x plus 1. Okay? If I multiply this back out, I get x squared plus 1x plus 1x plus 1, which gives me x squared plus 2x plus 1. Okay? Okay, the last one we're going to look at is number 4. Go ahead and do number 4. Pause the video. When you get an answer, start it back up again. Let's see if you got the right answer. Okay, the first thing I do is x times x. Now, 7. I need two numbers that multiply to give me 7, but add up to -8. So let's see. Here we go. 1 times 7 gives me 7, but adds up to +8. -1 times -7 gives me a +7 and adds up to -8. That's what we want. -1 minus 7. Those are ugly numbers. Okay. The R's, these different numbers don't matter. Okay. It's going to be R and R. I still need two numbers that multiply together to give me 15, but add up to 8. I need to add up to 8 right there. Okay, so I know 1 and 15 isn't going to do it. 2 won't work. 3 and 5. 3 times 5. 3 times 5 gives me 15 and adds up to 8. So plus 3 plus 5. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to come in. Have a great day.